What?
Nothing. I didn't have
No.
the sound.
We had a shit moment. Sorry. What?
The sound is rolling from now.
Okay. And as a very experienced rider, it is very important, no matter what horse you ride, that you always have moments where you give the horse no aids. None whatsoever. And you just sit completely relaxed, very casual with your body, more like you're just out for a stroll. You know what I mean? And the more a rider can do that with a horse, especially with a horse that tends to be a little bit sensitive and hot and reactive and spooky, whatever word one wants to use, the better the rider is, the more he lets go of a horse like that, right? Because that's the only way to get that kind of horse to relax. Very good. You just let your arms hang down naturally. Super, just like that. For me, it's easy, you know, because I'm a smoker, yeah? So when I get on the horse, you know, to walk it before I ride, start the session, I always smoke a cigarette. You know what I mean? So I just kind of sit there and smoke a cigarette. And I'm not saying to pick up smoking. No, but you know what I mean? Have you read this Museller's book that I gave you? But what he, you know, so he says the same. You know, you got to get on the horse and just sit there. Sing a song, or like he was a smoker too, you know, so he smoked a pipe. You know, and just kind of cruised around, right? But people don't do that enough. They just don't do that enough with their horses. Good. Good. Let your arm relax. So now when you're sitting there walking, pay attention to your body and really truly scrutinize your body. Hey, that's a good boy. Hello. Oh, that's a good boy. Go on, boy. Good boy. Good boy. So, what you're going to notice is, if you really start paying attention, you're going to notice that there's always some place, or probably several places in your body, that has tension at all times. And it's not necessarily the same part of your body. It shifts around. It bounces around. Like now, for example, your left arm and wrist is a little bit tense, like over contracted, for example, right? And my personal opinion, at least that's what I do in my riding, that is the one thing that I keep my biggest focus on in myself. To try to get absolute control, that I never use a muscle more than I should for whatever reason. And for sure, not just for gripping with it, right? Because it doesn't matter if it's just the muscles across the top of your foot that tightens 3 of your toes too much, or, you know, part of your hand that's over contract. Doesn't matter what it is. As long as it takes away from your ability to be extraordinary sophisticated in when you want to use an aid. So the aid becomes cruder than necessary, right? And that is, I mean, it's like if you were to make a painting and say you're gonna just paint like the thin silhouette of something, right? You don't bring out a paintbrush that's this wide to go clock like that. No, you take a super thin paintbrush so you can just do that. You see what I mean? Why? Because making that line with a thick brush is really difficult. I would even consider saying impossible. You probably could though, you know, but it would take tremendous amount of finesse, even more so actually. Yeah, so think about it that way. That's your goal, to paint a super thin line with a thick brush. You see what I mean? That takes that concept a step further, right? That's even more skillful. Good, let your left arm relax. You're carrying it like that for no reason whatsoever. Right? You know what I mean when you felt it? If you think about it, what is this? Nothing, right? It's just you tense. It's just you too strong in your muscles. Very good. Good. Now you just, it's okay, just stay totally loose. Only the rider, now in a situation there where the horse goes, stop. If the rider does nothing, then that's all the horse will do. If the rider grips against it, it sustains the tension in the horse. Okay, start trotting. Yeah. He's been ridden now in a fairly correct manner. He should be able to trot along on a long rein when you ask him to trot along on a long rein. That's like easier than anything else. Don't steer him. Let your arms drop down. So now listen. You're not allowed to steer him, so to speak, until he is relaxed. When he's relaxed, then you can start giving him information. Hello, good boy. You can't stop here. Trot, trot, trot. Good boy. Release your aid. Don't give your aid so long. Don't try to control where he's going. Just let him go around. Don't tense up anywhere. Just keep your seat square. Good. 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 Don't tighten up no matter what he does. Don't tighten up. Good boy. Good. And soften your leg. Good. Good boy. Good. Let me give the aid. So yeah. Good. Let your arms drop down. Good job. Good boy. Soften the leg. Good. 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 Good boy. Good. Change rein. Good. Take him with you. Yeah, good job. Good boy. Good boy. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. That was smart. That's the way to do it. You go here on this side of me. Step a step over. Now straighten out, straighten out. He's already turning, so yeah. Good, let him turn. Switch your diagonal. That's okay, don't steer, don't steer. Just go from where your seat goes. He has to start following your seat. Exactly, there it comes. To be patient about it. Exactly. Good boy. Little by little, start leveling yourself up, sitting with your upper body a little more right, and then he's gonna go more to the right. Good, just keep riding. Now you're noticing how you've been holding your horse up. You understand? This is the way he always goes.
I know.
You understand? It's just that your aids have covered it up. You understand?
I don't
What?
I don't feel like I ever solve it.
No, because you have to do this to solve it. Exactly. But the thing is, you do this from the very beginning because there's a lot of other things that has to be done first. You have to achieve, first of all, a seat that's able to do this. You understand? Now you go straight and you mean it this time with your body, Exactly. Now you back off. And then you use your left leg, no other aid. And you use your left leg again and you mean it. No, don't turn again now. Now don't use your outside hand across the neck. That's not an aid. So yeah, you gotta use your body. Look where you're going, take him that way. So yeah, now level out. Super, use your inner leg. Use your inner leg again, look where you're going, send him straight. Left leg, super, good. That's it, look straight. Left leg, good, super. So yeah, that's okay. Put your hand down. You don't need to tense your right arm. So yeah, keep riding with your seat. Exactly. Good. Just get him in front of your left leg. Get him in front of you. Aha, good boy. And then walk. You just have to think it. You just have to think it, and he will walk. Exactly. And then release. Good. And walk. And just relax. Good boy. Very good. So, this is what you need to work on. You need to work on that your horse will by itself go around right and left on the buckle and not turn unless he's being asked to turn. You see what I mean? And when he's on a straightaway, you should just stay on a straightaway until he's asked otherwise. When you achieve that, then you have a horse that is non-directional. You see what I mean? Instead of directional. But it takes time to train a horse to the place where you can actually get it done the way we're just doing it now. And it also takes time as a rider to get to a place where the rider can allow oneself to ride like that. You see what I mean? Turn. Should be super easy. You should just go click and you should turn, right? You know what I mean? That's your goal.
He
Yeah.
wanted to turn. I didn't want to turn.
Right. No, I'm not worried. I don't understand what you're saying. All I was saying, your goal is that. I did not refer whatsoever to what was happening at the moment. You understand? I tend to be more proactive.
No, it's me. It's me.
Just thinking that all I meant was your goal is that eventually you should really, and like here now, the horse should really only go absolutely straight ahead unless otherwise informed to the horse. That's all. Just think about it like that. Good. Good boy. Now you yield them to the right. Now you yield them to the left. Keep riding forward. Just ride forward.
I didn't want that.
Well, you did because that's what you did. You understand?
No, because I stopped using the right and I started using the left.
Wait. You gotta go one step deeper in your mind. Let me bring you there to that place in your mind. You did want that because that's what you ended up executing. So that's the effort you applied to the execution of what you ended up with. Are you with me so far? You understand what I mean?
I understand you, but I don't agree because he just
Of course you don't agree.
he went against my aid.
No, he didn't. He went to the aid that you asked for what you ended up getting. Don't you get what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm going one step.
I tried my leg in my seat, and he went against it because he wanted to turn.
I still cannot agree with you in what you're trying to say. Because what I'm trying to tell you is, you ended up with exactly what you asked for. Simple as that. Had you wanted him to turn, truly turn, or whatever it is you want him to do, you would have gotten it.
No, because I backed off because he told me to not be strong. So instead of saying, no, this is what I really want, I went, okay, fine, whatever.
All right, we are so in a different place. Sorry, I can't connect with that.
Just telling you what I did.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's just that I have a different take on it and we are very far apart, which is perfectly fine. You are welcome to have your view of it, but I'm going to stick to mine, and that's totally okay. I respect it. But for me, writing is the following. The output to me equals, the input to me equals the output. And if I say in my mind, had set out to, like say I prepare myself that I want something to happen, right? I'm sure we agree so far. And then I set out to execute it. If the outcome didn't end up being what I had first projected it to be, then I have to realize that I got exactly what I ended up following through to happen. And whatever happened, happened, and that's okay. Because then after that, I move on. You see what I mean? But I take full responsibility for the fact that if the outcome is not what I had first thought in my mind it was going to be, then I have to reevaluate how to do it to get the outcome as such. But I still take full responsibility that every time the outcome is something else, that's what I asked for. You see what I mean? I didn't push it any further. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like I said, I gave up.
Yeah, okay. But do you want to go even one step further? And then we're going to talk about what actually matters in this conversation. So when you went to yield them off the left, right? Left, right? Sounds so stupid. Would you say it was pretty good? Yeah? No, for like this type of yielding. When you do this, the horse is just supposed to kind of do this, just follow you along. But what happened when you asked him to yield the other way? Very good. Now let's see how smart you are. Just kidding. Why do you think he turned instead of yielding to the left? Instead of thinking about something negative in the horse, take another guess.
That's negative. I mean, he wants to go home. I understand. I want to go home too, right?
That's the wrong answer. You really should know the answer. I'm going to give you a moment to think about it. Jo, tänk nu riktigt noga.
Jag ville väl gå hem. Jag menar,
Tänk på dig själv istället på hästen. Vad är det du måste jobba på i din sits mest av allt? Just nu.
to be fluid.
No, like body placement wise.
Sit in the middle.
No, something that we've been working on now a lot. Your right leg placement.
Oh, okay.
Right? So, do you think it's a possibility that since the horse turned instead of yielded, that he actually did exactly what you asked. Because maybe your right leg was a little forward, right? So your right leg gave what information? To turn the shoulders. Does that make sense? Instead of the leg being here, it was probably here. So now you just failed to recognize that you really trained your horse really well to turn from your outside leg. Because that's what he did, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And those little things, like when you realize stuff like that, because obviously I've realized that myself many times, right? Otherwise I wouldn't recognize it. That are to me the moments I go, oh shit, yeah. That's how simple it was, you know? But the first reaction being is that the horse didn't do what I had set out to do in my mind. And then I go back and I find out, oh, you know what? I really gave an aid that I myself had actually educated the horse to do, and he responded to it perfectly. Right? But that's when you have time to retract. Okay? So yield them again to the left, to the right. It's just casual, like your horse moving away from you. And then just yield them back to the left. So, super. Good job. And then you just turn to the right, like center line or quarter line, kind of. It doesn't matter really where. Just you give yourself some space. Super. Leg back and yield them to the left. Good. Just take him with you. Exactly. Say, good boy. Yield them 2 more steps. Feel that you make an impact in the information. Very good. Let your right arm relax. Good. Yield them through the turn a little bit. Yeah. Good. Super. Let your arm drop down. So that just because you use your leg, that you don't go like that right away with your arm, you know? If you need to use your arm, absolutely. When it's necessary, use it. But don't just tighten the arm for no reason whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Because that's an involuntary muscle contraction. Would you agree? Yeah. And like your goal, I'm sure, is the same as mine. And it is that we want to get to a place in our riding where nothing happens involuntarily. Okay, there are certain things that are going to happen that you really rather not. But you know what I mean. Good. Now you turn him to the right with your left leg forward and just sitting to the right, and see how sensitive he is to that information. Don't shoot your right heel down, because exactly. Continue turning. Good. Super. Beautiful. Very good. Then you yield him to the right. Keep your right hand on the center or whatever. Just relax it. Good. Super. And then you turn him left. Turn the shoulder. Super. Now you yield them right. Make an impact. Take him with you. Haha. Super. And yield them. You can do it. Super. Super. Yield him. Continue yielding him. Come on. Good. 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 Yield him through the corner too. So, yeah. Very good. Yield him through the corner. And yield him now. Super. Keep yielding him. Good boy. Good job. Yeah, good. Don't tense. Good. Super walk. Now relax. Now just let him walk like that. That's a super walk, yeah? Very, very nice. Good job. And then you turn across the diagonal again. Make sure your left foot stays level. Turn him with your outer leg a little forward, left leg under you. So yeah, super straighten out. Now yield him to the left. Good, a little more. Put your leg back a little further. And you don't put the leg back further because you were going to yield them. You put your leg back further because it had slid forward. You understand? So the leg doesn't go any further back just because you're yielding, just so we don't have right? You understand, right? It was just that it was too far forward to begin with.
Okay, well, I'm glad you told me that.
Right leg. Right leg. Exactly. Right leg. Good. Keep the power coming from the hind legs. Yes, the walking, walking, walking. Right leg. Walking, walking. Soya. Good. Okay. Now you shorten your reins a little bit. You keep your shoulder blades connected when you shorten your reins. Never go like this to shorten your reins. Because when you do that, you separate and then you start riding forward when you shorten your reins. Good. Now you sit up, relax, and canter. Keep both your feet under you. Don't let them move when you pick up the canter. Your leg stays in the same location. Good. Super nice. Keep your leg under you. Don't use your arms. Good job. You keep your feet level to the ground. Good, so. Good. Use a little bit your right rein. Yeah. And come in the left. And now, 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 now. That's okay. Right leg back. Now, 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 now. Sit up and release your knee. And release. That's okay. Keep riding. And balance your self back up. Relax. Good. Super nice. Good. And let your arm just drop. Super nice. Keep your right foot level and quiet. Just keep your sit all the way up and open. Let your arms drop down and relax. So yeah. Good. Inner leg back a little bit. Good. Super. Good. Try not to move the upper body. Try to elongate your upper body. Good. Now use a little influence on the rein. So when you approach the turn, you ask him to just look a little to the right. That's okay. Doesn't matter. Just relax. Ask him to look a little to the right. So yeah. Good. And you just let your shoulders drop down. Now use a little bit the right rein. Good. Okay. So yeah. And then trot. Sit. Hold on if you have to. Level your pelvis so it just becomes a trot step under you. Good. Go with. Go with. Good. And then when you're in unison with a step, which you're not yet, good. There you come. There you go. Now you slow down. But don't change your posting. And just be patient. Be patient. Keep your seat. You got to come in unison with them. Good. And now just quick rein and slow down. Exactly. One more notch. Exactly. But not all the way. That's okay. That's okay. Wait now.
Keep walking.
Yeah, right there, when you gave that half fold for the second notch, had you just released that much sooner, he would have gone like this. Poop, poop,
Okay, I
poop,
think you wanted
poop.
to walk, so I asked.
No, I said one more notch down. One more notch down could have been 10 more trots before you walked. You understand? One notch is just a little tiny pearl on the necklace, right? Now you can look at it as you have 20 or 30 pearls per gate, right? Like this, you know, tick, 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 tick. Change rein, please. Good. Your left foot and leg is sliding forward. That's good there. Very nice. Left leg a little further back so that you keep that left hind leg engaged and stepping under the body. Yesterday when Judy rode, that would have been that's a really good instructional video in a way, you know? Because remember how evident it was when she was in connection and she understood to ride more power and you went poof, you could see it right away, huh? It's a really good visual, you know? Good. Very nice. Super nice. Now you just give the smallest aid you can give for him to halt. It's casual, like brr. You should just stop. Exactly. Brr. Brr. Super. Good boy. Good boy. And walk. Good boy. And he should just go straight. He shouldn't go to the left. Just go straight. Good. And then whenever you want, you're prepared to canter left lead. Now you focus on your leg, especially the inner leg, that it doesn't slip forward. And that the foot stays level. Just to stay in front of your left leg, exactly. Good, good, good. Good job. Even though you're holding the saddle with your left hand, make sure you don't over-contract the muscles in your upper arm. You know what I mean? Hold on as little as possible. You can hold on, I don't care. That's fine. Just make sure you don't use more muscle than you need to hold on. Level up your upper body.
I can't hear you.
Oh, we lost each other?
No, the wind.
Oh, sorry. Now it's better?
No, it's my earphone.
Oh, you lost it.
It's just the wind.
Oh, okay. Put your hand down, put your hand down. That's not necessary to ride like that. Just level your seat up. Exactly. Good, and then you have to just sit there and practice until the horse likes where you're sitting on him. And then he's gonna relax. And then he's gonna let go in his body once he's level. You just sit and train until you truly better. If you just let your left arm drop now, it would be even better. Your left arm still is not dropped. You're carrying it with too much muscle.
Yeah, because we're about to fall down when we turn.
No, you're not. You're not gonna fall down. That was sad that you did that. Even if you needed to stop to fix your earpiece, try to... No, he wasn't out of control at all. He was doing it. He was doing exactly what you were doing with your body. And that's why I said, just sit there and get yourself organized until the horse likes it, the feeling. So try to let your arms drop down. You see you have too much tension in your upper arms and in your lower arm. That's better. Now when you watch the tape, you're gonna see that when you rode the canter that you think was out of control, the canter was actually rather good, you know? And now what you're doing is that you're making him conform to where you are. Instead of earlier, I wanted you to conform to where he was with his actual way of carrying himself. That's good there. Yeah, good, but you guys sit up and quiet. So yeah, let your left arm relax. Don't stiffen your inner arm when you turn. Use your inner leg. Very good. Now you're stiffening your left arm again. So yeah, super. Good. But now you're sloppy as far as using your inner leg. So just because you have connection now and you're able to use your arms to stabilize, you are not allowed to stop using your inner leg. Exactly, use your inner leg without using your inner arm. You gotta use one without the other. You're still using your inner arm. You're still using it. You're still stiff in it. Do you want him to go that fast? Why? Did you ask him to? Yeah, you did.
No, you said use your left leg, don't use your left brain. I did.
No, Camilla, why are you like that? What a shame. You know, it's like you have a... No, but you are not self-aware. Why don't you just like listen to what I'm saying? I mean, how else are you gonna fucking get it? No, you're not, because you're arguing. I'm trying to... Okay, I'm done then. Keep arguing with yourself, and when you're done, you let me know.
Like right there. We're about to go down.
Okay.
All the way to the outside, and there's nowhere for me to stay in, and he's about to go down.
Okay.
He's gone down. I don't want to get hurt.
Okay.
I can't sit to the inside then. I fall out. He falls in. One of us gonna get hurt.
Men det gör ingenting, för du har videon att titta på.
Det spelar ingen roll.
Jo.
Jag kan ju inte detta, så det spelar ingen roll.
Ja, men gud, jag orkar inte med det. Sluta nu, för fan. Skärp till dig.
Ja, men Lena,
Nej, Camilla, nej.
hade jag kunnat sitta
Jag vill inte höra det.
hade jag
Jag lyssnar inte på dig.
som jag inte,
Jag lyssnar inte på dig.
om jag inte kan sitta där. Jag försöker allt jag kan att sitta där.
Nej, men alltså jag kan ju inte lyssna. Nej, men ser du, till och med det. Du ska inte ens titta på det.
Lyssna på när vi bråkar.
Det är inte att bråka. Det är jag som försöker att vänta här på att du ska komma tillbaka till reality. För där har det...
Jag ska sitta när vi går igenom.
Du red skitbra.
Nej, jag sitter kvar ute när han går igenom. Jag håller på att ramla av.
Okej, jag orkar inte. Jag orkar inte, Camilla.
Så vad jag känner
Lycka till. Nej, jag orkar inte.
vad jag sitter och känner är
Varför fortsätter du att prata när jag säger att jag inte orkar?
i utbyte av information. If I tell you what it feels like where I'm sitting, that's not valid information.
No. It's not valid information whatsoever. Because where you're telling me that you're sitting is not where you're sitting. So therefore it's not valid information. So instead, you should maybe trust what I'm telling you and realize that what it feels like to you and what reality actually is two different things. And that is very common when we learn. But unless you let go of your mind and recognize that you have to go through the process of recognizing where you're at, being the right place, that's all that's required. No, I cannot stand here and listen to you explaining to me what it feels like you're doing, because it's not reality. It is just in your mind. You understand?
Okay, it's my reality.
Yeah, but you want to fucking change your reality then.
Yeah.
How is that?
But then, if you know how I feel, then that would help you to tell me where to go.
That's what I was just doing. What am I doing? Standing here like having a suntan break? It's like you're riding super. I just kept helping you to be in detail as proper, correct as possible. That's all. I just kept helping you so that you realized every time you stiffened your left arm. That's all I was doing. And then all I said was, try to ride so you can use your left leg without your left arm. That's all I said. That's it. And every time you rode that way, you did that for maybe 2 strides, and he was going super. And then your arm stiffened again, and then I brought it to your attention. And then you fixed it, and then you rode super again. You understand? That's all I was doing. Now you have to take it to a step where you kick him with your leg. Yes, you did. How can you say that you didn't? Why did the horse run off?
Because I applied my left leg.
What?
I applied my left
Yeah,
leg.
so you applied the left leg gate. You are so far off. Listen, I give you books to read. When I say to you, read this book. This is written by one of the masters. You didn't read the book.
I am afraid.
You did not read the book.
I wrote the English one.
You did not read it. And okay, no, sorry. I'm going to take that back. That was very unfair of me. You might have read it, but you did not listen to what you were reading. What is, if you take Museller's book, there's 2 quotes in that book that you should have like ingrained in your spinal cord. Tell me what you think that might be.
Our job is to not interfere with the horses.
No, there's a better one. He definitely says that too. All good riders say that. He says the following. A horse never overreacts. It is we, the riders, that give an aid that for what we were thinking we wanted was too strong. So when you start with me here, saying, all I did was this with my leg. Yeah, what then I was trying to bring to your attention was that particular leg aid was too big. Unless there is also the other side of the coin. It was not too big if you wanted that outcome. And that's the outcome you got. You see what I mean? So yeah, we have both sides of the coin. Of course, there are times you want that reaction, and then that aid was perfect. But if you don't take personal responsibility for recognizing that as riders, or at least for me, and you sure as hell don't have to be like me, I'm not saying that, we have to recognize that we gave the aid for that outcome. Simple as that. You know? So just because what happens is like, when say you're riding along, and you only have one small component that keeps creeping in there that doesn't belong there, right? What am I going to do? I'm not supposed to tell it to you every time you do it that way? Isn't that my job? Isn't that why I'm standing here? Because I have a Can I finish? I have a responsibility to help you recognize that. That's all. That's all it is. But if you take that down to the level of, oh, I can't do this and I this and that, you know, that's not good. That's just not good. You gotta realize these are just fine-tuning, sophisticated pieces. But you brought it down some Stone Age level, It's not the way it is. You rode super. So listen, when you have that sensation of a horse, right? Listen, like you said to me, which I totally understand. Can you look here, please? Like when you're turning, you feel as if the horse is not in front of your inner leg, right? And it feels like it's starting to go so. Guess what has to happen simultaneously in your body for you to make a true impact so that it doesn't feel like that? What 2 ingredients do you think they are? Come on.
That I sit in the right place?
No. Yeah, okay, of course. We don't have to talk about that. That's a given. No, it's when you can use your leg without your arm. And then your arm without your leg. You with me? Why do you think I stood here helping you with that?
I didn't know that that's what you were helping me with. No, if you would have told me that, I wouldn't know.
Why don't you just relax and do what the fuck I tell you? And realize that everything I'm recommending you to do is to make you more effective in your communication with your horse. Isn't that what we're doing here? You see what I mean? You'll recognize it yourself all of a sudden when you master using the leg without the arm and vice versa. You'll recognize that all of a sudden you are in alignment, like in giving the aids at the right time and for the right reason. You see? Förstår du vad jag menar?
Jag förstår, men om du hade förklarat det tidigare så hade jag vetat vad vi jobbar på.
Vad är det vi jobbar på då?
Nu vet jag att vi jobbar på att använda skänkeln och inte armen samtidigt och att ni är oberoende av varandra.
Så det är någonting du precis lärde dig nu? Det är första gången någonsin? Är det första gången någonsin du har hört det konceptet? Så hur kan du då inte veta att det är det du jobbar på? Det är ju det du jobbar på. Det är det du ska jobba på varenda dag.
I'm not aware that I did it at the same time, because then I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do
How can you not be aware that that is what I keep telling you over and over to help you do not do it? How can you not be aware when you even hear my voice up into your fucking brain? Right? How can you be unaware?
I guess I'm stupid then.
No, I don't think you're stupid. I think you're being anti.
No.
Why am I recording all this?
Because it's good.
No, you might as well stop.
No, it's super actually. It's a really, really good analytical way of looking at something. It really is super important piece. Because that's you saying, that how should I explain that? What? No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Camilla. And she's over here. Ska vi se. Du har hoppat över ett steg i din egen awareness. Jag vet inte hur jag ska förklara det. Stanna lite. Du har liksom skippat ett step i din egen awareness. För om du säger till mig så här, jag visste inte att det var det jag jobbade på. Då har du liksom skippat i dig själv liksom, du vet vad jag menar liksom. Your mind liksom har tappat connection till din kropp. För att du vet ju lika väl som jag, för så lär du säkert ut, att ryttaren måste lära sig att ge independent aids, eller hur? Det lär ju du ut. De ska lära sig använda skänken utan att dra och så gör så här. Och det är sådana lektioner ger du förhoppningsvis. Är du med? Och har du då som i det här fallet då, så står jag och hjälper dig så här. För varje gång du använder vänsterskänken så gjorde du det ganska bra, liksom ett steg och sen så stelnar armen så här. Då är det ju mitt jobb att hjälpa dig, precis så som du gör när du gör lektioner, så att inte du gör så. Att du känner när det händer så att du kan lära dig att kontrollera det innan det händer.
Jag klagar inte på att du säger till mig, men jag visste inte vad vi jobbade på, att vi jobbade på det sammanhanget. För jag kopplar inte de två, för du har inte sagt det. Och visst har jag missat något, så har jag missat något, men jag är ju inte med.
Men ger du inte sådana lektioner själv?
Jo, men jag är inte med.
Men varför kan du inte ta emot sådana lektioner då?
Ja, men jag har ingen aning om vad vi jobbade på.
Det måste du väl veta?
I mitten trodde jag vi skulle göra, sitta i mitten så att det blir lugn.
Men om jag står och säger när du rider här, okej, under vänsterskänken lite längre bak. Nu spänner du vänsterarmen, släpp vänsterarmen. Så rider du 2 steg, upp, vänsterskänken under dig, släpp vänsterarmen. Hur kan du inte veta att det är det vi jobbar på?
Jag trodde vi satt och jobbade på att hästen skulle hitta rätt ställe.
Nej, men Men det är inte det jag säger.
Och så sa du till när jag använde armen fel. Okej, cool. Men jag visste inte att vi jobbade på det. Jag trodde vi jobbade på att han skulle lyssna på min skänkel och vikthjälper.
Ja, men han gör ju bara det om du använder hjälperna utan att stelna i vänster arm.
Ja.
Så det var ju den ingrediensen jag försökte hjälpa dig med. Hur kan du inte veta det om det är den informationen du får? Varför ska du få information som inte behövs? Som inte är den biten som krävs. Det är väl klart att jag ger det. Det är ju som när man rider en häst. Du ger ju bara den hjälpen som krävs. Du ger ju inga andra hjälper. Förstår du vad jag menar? Det är bara att du har inte kommit dit än i din ridning liksom. Så att när du kommer dit, då förstår du hur det ligger till. För att tänk så här, om jag ger en lektion, alltså jag står och hjälper en ryttare, så säger man ju enbart, man hjälper ju ryttaren enbart med de sakerna som krävs för att nästa sak ska falla på plats. Är du med? Annars är det bara en waste of fucking time. Eller hur? Så vad du måste erkänna för dig själv, och det får du göra som du vill, du kommer säkert på det. Men är ju att du är inte öppen tillräckligt då. Och liksom på samma wavelength. Liksom som till exempel i det här fallet. Så var du inte på samma wavelength som din häst och med mig. För att vi måste alla tre vara på same wavelength. Förstår du vad jag menar? Because if we're not, then we're working against each other as a trio, you know? But you'll see it. You're going to see how super he was, you know, how super he looked. And then if you care, and if you are brave enough to really go for it, you should go. I mean, you can go. I actually like it that you go in a slightly smaller area than, like, say, in the big ring down there. Because in the big ring, it's easy to get sloppy. You understand what I mean? For anybody. Because it's easy to start floating a lot. You agree?
Yeah.
Right? So, if I were you, I would ride every day. Long rein. Recognize where my horses naturally want to go with their body. Recognize that that's what we've placed them. And then, but it's totally doable to get it all sorted out by riding the way I just saw. And if you do that with this horse, you have already trained him to do everything, so to speak, right? He knows how to do changes. He knows beautiful half-pass work, pirouette work. He understands piaffe. He has super out and back in all gates. All those pieces are there. Now ask yourself this, what piece is missing? Which one? No, that the horse is not straight. That's the piece that's missing. Right? Do you see what I mean? That the horse is only what is that word I'm looking for? Straight, because you're making the illusion that he's straight. You see what I mean? Because you are good enough to put him in a box or perimeter where you are the stabilizer of it. Does that make sense? Do you understand what I mean? And then when we do that, which we all have done, every rider has done that. A lot of riders at a very high level still do it. Doesn't mean that I think it's right. Hopefully you don't think it's right either. Then it's a matter of riding like this, and then you sort it out. Then it's fixed. And then when you have it, so that the horse at all times on a completely loose rein travels straight, turns when he's being asked, keeps the same tempo he's supposed to keep. Then, like since you train the horse like to do everything, guess what's going to happen? Then when you gather him up, like you did earlier, for example, in the left lead canter, the canter was superb. You didn't like that canter? It was just okay? Super nice canter. You know what I mean? That was a truly beautiful canter. And then it's just a matter of gathering the reins and riding the exercises you already taught him. You understand? That's a huge piece to gain as a rider. Either use it now and nourish it and take it all the way, or do whatever. You know, that's your choice. I don't judge it either way. But I hope that you select the route of recognizing what I'm talking about, because that's just going to make it super nice, you know? But it looks great.
You said I rode good the other day, so why are we not riding?
Because I'm taking it one step further. Well, you want to just stick to where you're at?
You said we're going to do Fiat Passage today.
But it wasn't the right thing to do. Because you came in here with an attitude.
No, I did not come in with an attitude.
You came in here telling me that I had to put these boards a certain way, and they had to be this way and that way, because otherwise you were not going to be able to ride. That's exactly what you told me. So, it's not, why am I talking when I'm being just cut out off the whole time?
Same here.
Just tell me when, yeah, but I wasn't finished.
You told me I'm not finished.
Okay, go ahead.
I only wanted you to move them out, so we would get more out of the lessons. We would not have to worry about him getting tense.
And did he get tense?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, but usually he gets tense when you move the furniture, and I wanted to get as most out of it as possible, because I was looking forward to it. But then we spent the whole time running around on the long range, so...
Okay, you know what, Camilla? I'm going to leave your microphone and stuff here, and then we're leaving.